Greetings and welcome back to some more Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
I'm glad you stayed at the crash site.
Well, if you were out there, I wanted you to be able to find me. I had a flare gun, so...
Yeah, I think Miguel was heading toward it when...
Poor guy.
How'd you manage to get Eli in your arm anyway?
I was trying to figure out if the water was clean. Got my answer.
So this is like lots
really
of... oh my god. Like, alright, just get under there.
About the cataclysms? The apocalypse? We can get through here. Give me a hand.
Yeah, Jonah. God. So this is a section of the game that turns up multiple times in Shadow of the Tomb Raider where people are just walking around and talking. I mean, again, it's this curious thing about how Tomb Raider and Uncharted kind of borrow from each other.
You see that?
And
It must be Park Yaku. We have to get down there.
Ah. All right, yeah. What a set. I mean, this is one of the great things about this game. I know I've said it before. Oh, it's such a gorgeous game. But yeah, this is a part of the game. They appear to have shut up for now. This is a part of the game where they just talk and talk and talk. And, you know, it's a thing that I think a lot of modern games are really struggling with. Where is the balance between gameplay and storytelling? How do you tell a story in a game without it getting in the way of the gameplay? And this seems to be a compromise where you're still technically moving about, you're still technically interacting with the environment, but you're listening to some conversation at the same time. And you know, I think that works in something like Uncharted because Uncharted's built around it, whereas in Tomb Raider, I mean, I am still of the opinion, I'm not one of those people who's like, well, the classic Tomb Raider is the proper Tomb Raider and you can't do it any other way. Nonsense. But I do still hold to this feeling that I want Tomb Raider to be Lara alone in an environment and then the game just leaves me alone to explore. That's what I want from Tomb Raider. I don't want to be walking around with Jonah having a bit of a chit chat just to sort of strengthen the character relations between these two. And also, one of the problems, and I think if I went back and played the Uncharted games again now, paying attention to this, it would be the same problem there. It's the problem with a lot of games. It does not sound like they're actually in that environment as you are walking around in it. You don't. It's not something that really bothers when it comes to cutscenes, because cutscenes are, you know, like all the sound mixing is done in such a way that everything comes together, and we're used to, you know, movies constructing most of their sounds in post-production, so we're kind of a bit we sort of see past that. But when it's actually the characters walking around in the environment, you can tell that these are two actors in a sound booth somewhere. You know, the voices don't match with the rest of the environment. So, you know, there's a lot of problems with this kind of approach to storytelling in game. But, you know, it's all a journey. 20, 30 years from now, we'll look back and we'll be like, oh, do you remember when games did it like this? And that's so silly now, because obviously the way we do it now is so much better. But of course you don't get to the way people do it in the future without the way it's done now, so... Now that is one manky river.
You sure this is a path?
Come on, stay close to me.
This is definitely not a path.
See, and the way that just... Right, okay, so when Lara stopped, that was me taking control of the character again. But for a few seconds I lost control of the character. I'm sure I've bitched about... Oh, see that wee floating rock just at Lara's feet?
Oh God.
Almost there.
Almost there. Heard that before.
But yeah, the way
Gotcha. You're right.
I'm okay. Just a couple more steps.
The way we move back and forth between I'm in control of the character and then I'm not and then I am and then I'm not.
Right.
I mean, that is such a problem
okay.
of modern games. Oh wow. Are those oh, I'm not sure. Oh, maybe they're tigers. It wasn't a tiger, it was a jaguar, wasn't
What do
it?
you think, Bill? The bridge is down. Maybe we can lift it with those counterweights.
Maybe.
Oh, I'm loving the colours actually. You know, like the blues and the
I hope that
purples.
this
It's just a
structure
nice,
shows us on our way to that village.
it's a
Me
nice
too.
extra. Oh yes, this puzzle. You know, like just those little colours, a nice little extra visual flair. Right, okay. It's a timing puzzle to get the bridge under.
I bet this water's...
The canopa serves as a receptacle for offerings of cocoa and animal tallow. The stuffed canopa is thrown into the farmer's field at the start of the harvest season as a gift for Pachamama, the mother god. It is said, if the present is accepted, the farmer will yield large crops in a successful breeding season. You want to try it?
I think I'll stick to the bottles you found in the cargo from the plane.
Yeah, there's another problem, you know, like you go into the treasure thing, Lara starts talking, we come back out and we pick up the middle. Oh!
You know,
Oh!
if I had
It's
known
little
how
things
much
like
time I'd
that.
spent in the wilderness, I'd have paid more attention in Boy Scouts.
Wasn't your thing?
Well, my family situation meant we didn't get to do a lot of stuff like that.
So, I mean, I do remember. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute.
What about you? Ever do Girl Scouts or nature camp?
Oh, damn it. I
It's too
actually
heavy.
wanted to hear the answer
Give me a
to
hand.
that.
Nothing.
Okay. Let's let it
Oh.
go. Slowly.
Come on. Oh, yeah, sorry, Jonah. Sorry, dude. Right, right, okay, so I think it's water that gets poured into that bucket. So there's something... Oh, mushrooms.
Need to get the water flowing.
Ah, should have looked up. Oh, damn it. Attach it to something? I will say I do love the way Lara will just run and run and run and run and run in this game. Not that BS thing you get in so many games of, oh, I'm tired after 4 steps. Right, can we attach... Oh! Oh, it is those little details that just elevate this game a little bit, isn't it? Oh, can we get up there? Ah! I'll just assume that's the colour of the stone. Right, what have we got here?
Hey, that did something. I think the water powers the bridge somehow.
With Eli gone, your arm should heal quickly.
Yeah. I feel a lot better already.
Right, so... Come on, dude.
The water's filling the bucket.
Good. Let's see what those counterweights do. Ugh, the bucket's leaking.
Come on back. We'll try again.
Ah. Oh, wait a minute. Is there something on the bucket that I can attach that bottom bit to? Where's the bucket? Where's the bucket? There should be something that I can
Need to get the
attach
water flowing to the
that.
bucket.
Yeah, thanks, Lara.
Need to get the water flowing to the bucket.
Oh, Lara, please be quiet. Well, at least she's only saying it when I actually press the thingamajigger. Oh, what's that? Ah. Oh. Ah! Ah, so that, right, okay, okay, I think I know what I'm doing now.
Can't hold much longer.
Oh, damn it.
I'm going to have to let it go.
Okay, Jonah, you can let go.
That's it. Let's get across.
I love that squeaky sound. Alright. Oh.
Guess we go through here.
After you.
Oh, that's not at all ominous.
What's that?
I think it's some sort of stealer or... Help me with this.
Sure.
Oh yeah, because it's not really
What is
old
it?
and could fall apart if you give it a shove.
A recipe. Seems to be a mixture of herbs. It could help if we run into any more jaguars.
Let's hope we don't. Way out is over here.
Ah, I have the eagle. Hold L1 and tap triangle to use the perception herbal mixture. Perception allows Lara to sense animals and natural resources throughout the environment. I'm sure I never used this. Oh! Yeah, I'm sure I never... Well, what's the point of that if you can just do that? Anyway.
We're getting closer to the village.
I can't wait to get back to civilization.
But that is quite a nice visual thing. I do like that in games when you can see something in the distance. Because, you know, obviously you can do that with older games, you can do it now. Where you see something in the distance and you slowly make your way towards it. That is the best. I was kind of dipping back into Fallout New Vegas recently, and the thing that I remember about Fallout 3 was you're always looking at the marker at the bottom of the screen to see, like, guiding you towards the next quest thing. When I was replaying Fallout New Vegas, I was very much aware that I'm looking at the landscape, and I'm looking at, oh, what's that over there? I should go explore. And it turns out that is where I was meant to go, but I was going there because I was interested in the environment, and I did end up reading that the developers had this policy that no matter where you are on the map, you should be able to see 2 or 3 things on the landscape that could draw your attention. And that's just such a brilliant approach to it. So I am coming to appreciate now more games, and obviously, you know, a game like this is very linear, but still it's a nice touch that you feel like you're working your way towards something. I mean, I'm the kind of gamer that I don't like to linger for too long. I always want to feel like I'm making progress, especially in a first playthrough. And then I sort of slow down and appreciate the details on a second playthrough. So I like something like that. I like that we actually feel like we're getting closer to the village and not just being told. And I am acutely aware that at several points already I have stood still. I just had Lara stand still while I talk instead of play the game, but you know, when your characters are chit-chatting like this, is kind of what you have to do. You have to seize these little moments of silence where you can find them.
These are different from the roads in Mexico.
Oh, there's another. We are going to have to start.
It's such a relief to have Jonah back, especially after Miguel. At least Jonah didn't ask what happened. The Jaguars. I don't want him to worry. We have to stay sharp if we're going to get ahead of Trinity.
Okay, cool. Right, what have we got here? I have the eagle.
How will we know when we're back on track to find the hidden city?
Oh, good. He
My
talks
runes
to
are
us on
bound
the
to stand
camp
out,
thingy.
right?
Right. How far do you think it is to Kwakyaku?
Assuming we're going the right way, hard to say. But the irrigation system is a good sign.
Right. People will
Increases
hear at some
perception by
point.
holding charge shots for a
Let's just hope
longer
they still
time. Yeah, give me that. I also oh, we need 2 for a lot of. Automatically look enemies with a stealth takedown. Increase speed when swimming. Oh, that would be quite good actually. Perform a stealth takedown without alerting nearby enemies. Yes, please. I'm sure she learned most of these things in the previous game. It's unfortunate that a lot of games just don't have that continuity from one to the next. Yes, yes, yes. Right, so... oh, but if we've got everything upgraded... Oh, and all of our different costumes, but there's no point in different costumes in this game because it will force you into the Paititi clothes, and then it will when it's scripted that she comes out of those clothes, it will just put you back in what she's currently wearing. So different costumes are completely pointless. Where do we go in there?
I found something. There might be a way in.
If it's not civilization, I'll wait here by the fire.
Sounds sensible. Oh gosh, this feels really cramped in a way that... Oh, in the way that the previous game didn't. Oh, I'm actually liking it, actually. Yeah, I mean, I personally am not doing anything other than pushing the analog stick forward. But that's still a nice touch that she has to, like, sort of properly... Oh god, the music. Oh, wow. Oh, there's so many times in this game where you just immediately just like, you're like, oh god, because of the music. God, it's like, I don't know. I'm gonna look it up. And if this game did not win, if this game's soundtrack did not win all the awards, I'm going to be really annoyed. Oh, nice. Oh, lovely. Oh, that's a dead boar. Oh, seriously, this music is really weirding me out. Do you know what? A thing I like to do with modern games is to sometimes play it with just the music playing and no sound effects, and then sometimes play it with with just the sound effects and no music. Because it really draws to your attention the powerful impact of sound in a game, and how the sound gives so much dimension to the actions and the emotions of the experience. Oh. Ah, right, okay, well, right, okay, cool. Ah, right, okay, no, let's not get Lara killed. Lara, down. No. Right, well, this rope swinging is
This
not
gear
as...
is early 20th century.
I mean, the rope swinging is not as horrific as it was in the last Revelation, but let's face it, what is? Oh, is that a map? We've got an explorer's
That
journal.
starched shirt Fawcett may be getting all the attention, but I know his time is almost up. The world will remember the Timothy Walker as the man who finally found the lost city of El Dorado. We've set up camp in a canyon. It was a grueling journey to get this far. We'll rest here a few days, get our bearings. Some of the men need patching up, and I wouldn't mind one good night's sleep. The men say something came through the camp last night. The jungle is getting to them. I keep telling them that we're close and we need to keep it together. One of the scouts has found a temple of some kind up ahead. We'll start construction of bridges and ladders this morning and head out from camp this afternoon.
Right, so Lara just reads the documents in this one. Well, I suppose it beats having to pay for extras. Or for extra actors, I should say. Right, where did we come from? That direction. Right, okay. What's that? Oh, nice. That's lovely. Oh. Oh, it's all kind of about Baba Yaga again. Like that sort of creepy aspect. Right, well, we don't actually need to do anything, just light the fire. This is the kind of storytelling I like, because you naturally think to yourself, well, what happened to these people? How did explorers 100 years ago end up getting killed here? That was the kind of stuff that engaged my imagination playing the...
Is someone there?
Playing the old games when there wasn't a lot of cutscenes or storytelling in the game. You are just left alone to play it, so your imagination just kind of filled in the gaps. And maybe younger gamers will think that that's a bad thing, but it really wasn't. Because your imagination was better than the graphics of the time or the storytelling of the time. Where am I? Oh, am I going up there? Oh,
What an incredible
oh,
sight.
that is lovely. She should get her climbing axe back though. Oh, even just something like the way she landed there and her feet on the mud, you know, the squidginess of the mud. These are the little details that just make it. Oh, yeah. Right, we're going there, but I saw. Oh. There's something shiny up ahead. I love the way she hits them and everything just explodes out of them, you know, like even in these times of realism, there's still a sort of weird old school a computer game element to them. Oh, you notice the music's just gone up a notch, just subtly sort of a bit more of a beat come into it. An explorer's journal.
Damn this place. Damn this forsaken jungle. It holds a jewel just out of reach and then sweeps your legs out from under you. We've almost made it across that bottomless pit. Some kind of altar beckons from the other side, under a giant stone face that seems to mock our efforts. Something attacked the camp. Some men claimed it was panthers. Others said something more sinister. Half the crew insist on abandoning the expedition. I had to dress one man down, made an example of him. All I need is one more day. One more lousy day.
Do you know, if it's going to be Lara that's reading the documents, and that makes perfect sense from a sort of in-universe perspective, you know. It probably would be more effective if you actually saw her holding the document in her hands and reading the pages, rather than just go to this screen. I mean, again, it's probably just, you know, like some simple shortcuts for the developers that won't actually necessarily come across as shortcuts for the player, but still.
Something just moved up ahead.
But there's another example of characters talking to themselves and it doesn't add anything, it just gets in the way, because I don't need Lara to tell me something moved up ahead. It's much more effective if I, the player, have that reaction rather than watch Lara have the reaction. Right, okay. Oh, this is flat. Oh, wait a minute, can I go around the other side? Oh, I think I can. Oh, wait a minute, what's... Oh, is there, Ah, right.
How have to find a way across the cenote.
Should have seen that. Oh, you couldn't bring your rope ascender with you, honestly, Lara.
They must have abandoned this place in the middle of building it.
Lara's always been pretty bad for that. It's like, Lara, you know those Uzis that you picked up in your last adventure? Do you think you could bring them with you on this adventure? Nope. Oh, do we pull? How is she pulling that? Wait, now there is a... Oh, do we, push this back round? Oh no, no. No, that won't work. Oh, do we, oh, there's a lever on it. I stand down. Oh, that's moving far too fast.
Find a way across the cenote. That should hold.
That's just gonna snap the rope, isn't it? Oh, it'll hold it there long enough. Of course.
Made it.
Oh, do you know, I love these moments that you get in just every now and again in this reboot trilogy where Lara's on top of something and it's like we're just getting moved through the air like this in a way that you wouldn't otherwise. Like there was that ski lift thing in the 2013 game, and then there was the big lift thingy on in the Baba Yaga stuff in Rise. It's just little moments where you're travelling in a slightly different way. It just stands out. Right, the music's ramped up even further, which is just making me more nervous, but this is a challenge to him. I mean, surely we'll be fine. Alright, there's ledges over there. Oh snap. Oh snap. Oh snap. Oh. I guess we won't be fine.
Damn it!
did that with any of the two previous. I don't think they did actually. You know, like sort of weaving in the sort of the main story stuff into the challenge tombs. It is kind of a nice, effective little touch, because in these quieter moments you'll be more acutely aware of it.
Now to find my way out.
Increase climbing skills to traverse the environment with more speed. Excellent. I mean, these people who are, you know, like throwing spiky balls at us, they might just be a bit pissed that we're kind of trashing their home, you know? Surprised it doesn't happen to Lara more often, to be honest. Ah, we're gonna slide on mud, that's how we get back to... there we go. So is this us basically just right back at... Yes, it is. I do appreciate that design. Took you ages to get to from point A to point B, but getting from point B back to point A takes about 4 seconds. Oh, Lara, mind the rocks.
I can't hold this much longer.
What? Is the game glitching on us? I did download the patches.
You find anything?
Another of those Maya altars, and
And what?
an old camp gone to ruin.
We should keep going.
Right.
Did your dad's notebook say anything about Peru?
No. I mean, there is supposed to be a secret city of gold in Peru. Paititi. Every treasure hunter on Earth is looking for it. But Dad's notes stop in Mexico. Like he lost interest, or... I don't know. The next volume picks up in Syria.
Right, where are we going? Why can she skin those? Right, there has to be the...
Jonah, help me with this. On 3, 2, 1.
Oh, Jonah, knock the branches away.
Laura! Use the flare gun!
Why don't you just shoot it yourself, you bloody idiot? Oh. Sometimes I forget you have to interact with... Oh, look at that, but oh dear. Oh, hiya. Oh, damn it. Keep losing it. Where oh, there you are. Oh.
Are you okay?
Help me with this.
God, our back is shredded. Does it stay like that throughout the whole game, or does it does the top magically fix itself?
Back looks bad. I'm gonna go make camp.
Yeah, I see that idea of she just gets so zoned in she doesn't even really notice her own injuries. Oh god, and she makes that bloody top, and it's an optional thing to wear, and I put it on, and then about 5 minutes later I took it back off because it's so stupid looking.
It's not pretty. You know, with everything we've been through recently, I've been thinking about my brother. I always tried to protect him. From my father. From himself. But I lost him.
You did everything you could.
If I had been in the right place, the right time, he would still be here. If I had eyes in the back of my head.
You can't protect everyone. Thank you.
Did I miss something? Have we had a reference to his brother before, or is that just like a little slight thing? The two of them know what they're talking about. That's enough.
I miss
I mean,
him.
I'm fine with that.
I know. My parents. I miss them too. I had a dream about my mother recently.
Yeah?
It was so vivid. When I was little, my father used to keep things from me. Hide things. About her, especially.
Why would he do that?
After she died, he thought they'd cause me pain. It didn't stop me from looking for them, of course. I still have so many questions.
Your dad created as many mysteries as he solved.
Dominguez said that he would use the silver box of Ishel to remake the world. If you had that power, what would you do?
Panic, probably.
You wouldn't go back to when your brother was alive and be with him again.
And lose everything else? No way. I like this world. It's not perfect. But everything I love now is in it.
Do you know, just watching that, I was really struck by the subtleties, especially in Lara, like when she's talking about her mother, or like just like the sort of the hints of a smile, or just a hint of a frown, or just a like just the subtleties. I mean, it's really incredible. I am mostly playing PlayStation 1 and 2 games at the moment because, well, for a whole
To claim her treasure, the adventurer Lara Croft must outwit the king, reach the Forbidden Tomb, and solve the mystery of the White Queen. The way will be fraught with trials.
Lara, are you doing all that homework?
The adventurer should not dally any longer. In a minute, Dad!
This was a pleasant little surprise.
The high walls of the castle beckon, taunting.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of PlayStation 1 and 2 games of late for a whole host of reasons. I'm becoming increasingly dissatisfied with modern games, despite how much I've been gushing over the sounds and the visuals of this game. But having spent a lot of time recently seeing those more primitive animations and sometimes just complete lack of facial expression, coming to this game now, I feel like I'm almost uber sensitive to every little twitch on Lara's face, and it's just stunning where the technology has got to at this point in terms of capturing that realism. But not in a uncanny valley kind of a way, you know, like when they try to do this in movies, I find it really unsettling because it's like, that's not a person. You know, like movies are meant to make you believe that everything that you're looking at is actually real, like the camera actually filmed it. Whereas in a game, you know, everything's artificial, so you know you can kind of appreciate those subtleties and the lifelike nature of it. There's another bit that really stood out to me the first time I played it. I was like, oh wow. And I will point it out when I get to it. But yeah, that's us for now. And when we come back, we will learn that Lara Croft has been bonkers ever since she was a young girl.
He's going to be crawling with guards.
We'll find our way around them.
It'll be dangerous.
I'm sure.